If you truly want to be wealthy and successful, you have to understand one thing right now: nothing outside of you will make it happen. The life you dream of, the freedom you desire, the security you crave, it all begins in your mind and the decisions you make every single day. Too many people wait for the right time, for someone else to hand them the keys to success, but the truth is, the keys have always been in your own hands. Wealth is not a matter of luck or inheritance. It is a matter of vision, of clarity, and of the small, consistent steps you take while everyone else is waiting for a shortcut. Today is the day to take responsibility, to set your sights on what you truly want, and to start moving. Because the journey to success begins not tomorrow, not next week, but in this very moment. If you truly want to be wealthy and successful, it all begins with your mindset. It starts with the way you see the world, the way you see yourself, and the thoughts that dominate your mind every single day. Most people think success is about opportunity, luck, or timing, but the truth is that your mind is the engine that drives everything you do. If your mind is cluttered with doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs, no amount of opportunity or hard work will produce the results you want. But if you can train your mind to think clearly, to see possibilities where others see obstacles, and to embrace challenges as stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks, then you create a foundation upon which true wealth and success can be built. Your mind is like fertile soil. Whatever you plant there, whether it is seeds of hope or seeds of fear, will grow. The question is, what have you been planting? Are you feeding your mind with negativity, comparisons, and excuses, or are you nurturing it with thoughts of growth, determination, and possibility? Most people underestimate the power of the thoughts they entertain daily. They go through life reacting to circumstances instead of shaping them. But those who are truly wealthy and successful don't wait for the world to give them permission or hand them opportunities. They take control of their mental landscape. They deliberately choose what they think, what they believe, and what they expect from themselves. It's not enough to simply wish for wealth or dream about success. You must see it first in your mind. You must live with a mental image of what you want to achieve. Every successful person you have ever admired started with a vision, a picture in their mind that was so vivid it drove their actions. When your mind is focused, disciplined, and aligned with your goals, it begins to notice opportunities that others miss. It attracts ideas, and it produces the confidence necessary to move forward, even when the path seems uncertain. A strong mindset allows you to take risks that are calculated rather than reckless, and to recover from failures with lessons learned instead of discouragement. Your mindset also determines how you respond to challenges. Life will never hand you a smooth, unbroken road to wealth or success. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and disappointments. Some people see these moments as signals to give up, to lower their expectations, or to convince themselves that they are not capable. But those with the right mindset see every challenge as a test of their commitment and every setback as an opportunity to learn. They develop resilience not because life is easy, but because their thoughts guide them to persist. The inner conversation you have with yourself in moments of difficulty is more important than the circumstances themselves. It is your thoughts that decide whether you rise or fall, whether you grow or stagnate. Another critical part of mindset is the ability to let go of limiting beliefs. Too often, people carry beliefs that were implanted in their minds by parents, teachers, or society. Beliefs that whisper, "You can't, it's too risky," or "You don't deserve it." These beliefs act as invisible chains that hold you back from the life you were meant to create. Developing a wealthy and successful mindset requires questioning these old beliefs, challenging them, and replacing them with empowering ones. It requires the willingness to tell yourself, "I can learn, I can grow, I can achieve more than I ever imagined." Your mind will always act according to the dominant beliefs it holds. So it is crucial to fill it with thoughts of possibility, courage, and abundance. Finally, a powerful mindset is about taking control of your focus. The mind naturally drifts toward distractions, negativity, and short-term gratification. Wealth and success demand the ability to focus on what truly matters over the long term. It means thinking about your future self, the person you want to become, and letting that vision guide your daily choices. Every decision, no matter how small, is influenced by your mindset. When your mind is clear, purposeful, and disciplined, every action you take aligns with your goals, and you begin to build momentum. Momentum in thought creates momentum in action, and momentum in action creates results that compound over time. In the end, wealth and success are not accidents, and they are not handed out to those who are merely lucky. They are cultivated by those who understand that it all begins in the mind. The way you think, the thoughts you entertain, the beliefs you hold, and the focus you maintain are the true architects of your life. Your mindset is the foundation upon which every other skill, habit, and action rests. Without it, even the most determined efforts will falter. With it, you become unstoppable, able to navigate the twists and turns of life with clarity, confidence, and unwavering purpose. If you truly want to be wealthy and successful, the first thing you must understand is that nothing will change in your life until you take full responsibility for it. Most people spend their lives blaming circumstances, other people, or sheer luck for where they are, and they fail to realize that this mindset is exactly what keeps them trapped. The moment you stop pointing fingers and start looking inward is the moment real change begins. Wealth and success are not things that are given to you. They are things you claim by stepping up and taking control of your own destiny. Every decision you make, every action you take, and every habit you form is yours to own, and the sooner you embrace that truth, the sooner you unlock the doors to achievement. Taking responsibility doesn't mean dwelling on mistakes or beating yourself up for past failures. It means acknowledging that your life is the result of your choices, and from this point forward, you decide who you will become and what you will accomplish. It's easy to blame the economy, your upbringing, or other people for why you haven't achieved the life you want, but these are distractions. Successful people understand that external factors are largely outside their control, but their response to those factors is entirely in their hands. You cannot control everything that happens, but you can control your thoughts, your decisions, and the actions that follow. Owning that responsibility gives you power that no one else can take away. When you take full responsibility, you stop living as a victim of circumstance. You stop waiting for permission, for luck, or for someone to hand you what you deserve. You begin to act with intention, understanding that every choice matters. Every morning, you have the opportunity to steer your life in a direction that brings you closer to your goals. When you fail to take responsibility, you give your power away to external forces. You become a passenger in your own life, hoping that something outside of you will change your situation. Wealth and success are never the result of hoping. They are the result of deliberate, responsible action taken day after day. Taking responsibility also requires honesty with yourself. You must look at your life and ask difficult questions. Where am I wasting time? Where am I making excuses? Where have I avoided owing the hard work that is necessary to grow? It's not always easy to admit that we are the architects of our own struggles, but it is liberating. When you own the truth about your life, you gain the ability to change it. You stop blaming others and start asking, what can I do differently? What can I learn? What action can I take today to move closer to the life I want? This mindset shifts everything because it turns obstacles into opportunities for growth and failures into lessons for improvement. Responsibility also shapes how you handle wealth and success once you achieve them. Many people dream of wealth without realizing that true financial freedom requires discipline, self-control, and accountability. If you blame others for your failures, you will also blame them for your successes, never fully appreciating the value of your own effort. Personal responsibility teaches you to manage your resources wisely, to invest your time and energy in what truly matters, and to take ownership of the results you produce. Every step forward is a reflection of your decisions, and every step backward is a lesson in accountability. The more you embrace this mindset, the more control you gain over your life and the results you produce. Even in the face of setbacks, personal responsibility keeps you moving forward. Life will always test your patience, your persistence, and your character. There will be disappointments, financial challenges, and moments when giving up feels easier than pressing on. But those who take full responsibility do not let these obstacles define them. They understand that failure is not a permanent condition, but a signal that adjustments are needed. They learn from mistakes, pivot when necessary, and never hand over control of their life to circumstances. They act with integrity, diligence, and consistency, knowing that their destiny is in their own hands and that every choice matters at its core. Embracing personal responsibility is about reclaiming your power. It is about refusing to let excuses, circumstances, or other people dictate the outcome of your life. Wealth and success are the reward for those who step up, take ownership of every part of their journey, and refuse to settle for anything less than their potential. The moment you fully accept responsibility, you also accept that your future is no longer a product of chance. It is a product of your choices, your focus, and your actions. And once you understand that, you begin to operate from a place of confidence, clarity, and unstoppable momentum. If you truly want to be wealthy and successful, you must understand that talent, opportunity, and intelligence alone are not enough. What separates those who achieve extraordinary results from those who only dream about them is consistency and discipline. The people who succeed are not necessarily the ones who are smarter or luckier. They are the ones who show up day after day, who do what others refuse to do, and who stay committed even when motivation fades and obstacles appear. Consistency is not glamorous and discipline is rarely exciting, but together they create the compound effect that turns small efforts into massive success over time. Without them, even the best ideas, the clearest vision, and the greatest ambition will fall short. Consistency is more than just routine. It is a habit of action that does not depend on mood or circumstance. Too many people wait until they feel like it to take action, but feelings are fleeting and unreliable. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your results. It is what ensures that you follow through, even when the work is hard, boring, or uncomfortable. Those who are truly wealthy understand that success is built on repeated, deliberate actions performed over time. They do not rely on sporadic bursts of energy or inspiration. They show up when no one is watching. They push themselves when no one expects it. And they maintain a standard of excellence in the little things that most people ignore. These small, consistent steps may seem insignificant in the moment, but over weeks, months, and years, they accumulate into momentum that cannot be stopped. Discipline also teaches you control over yourself. Life is filled with distractions, temptations, and excuses that can derail even the most promising plans. Without discipline, it is easy to chase short-term pleasure and avoid long-term effort, but wealth and success are never achieved by avoiding work. They are earned by the person who can delay gratification, who can prioritize what is important over what is easy, and who can make decisions that serve the future rather than the moment. Discipline is not about being rigid or joyless. It is about aligning your actions with your values and your vision. It is about choosing what matters most, again and again, until the results become inevitable. Consistency also builds confidence and momentum. Each time you follow through on your commitments, no matter how small, you reinforce your own belief in your ability to achieve. Every disciplined action creates evidence that you are capable, reliable, and worthy of success. On the other hand, inconsistency breeds doubt and frustration. When you start projects and abandon them, when you skip steps, or when you give in to laziness, you create a habit of failure. Year D begins to expect defeat, and your actions become self-sabotaging. Consistency trains your mind and body to operate at a higher level, to trust in the process, and to push through obstacles without hesitation. There's also a strategic side to consistency and discipline. Wealth and success are rarely the result of one dramatic move. They come from incremental improvements, repeated practices, and persistent effort in areas that compound over time. Every day you invest time in learning, in practicing your craft, in building relationships, or in managing your resources wisely, you are laying a foundation that grows stronger with each passing day. It is not flashy, and it may not yield instant recognition, but the long-term impact is exponential. The people who achieve lasting success understand that discipline and consistency are their secret weapons, quietly working behind the scenes while others rely on chance or motivation. Consistency also creates resilience. Life will test your patience, your endurance, and your focus. Challenges will arise. Distractions will try to pull you off course, and failures will tempt you to give up. But when you have cultivated discipline and consistency, you continue moving forward, regardless of external conditions. You learn to trust the process, to stay committed to your principles, and to act even when the outcome is uncertain. This steadfast approach allows you to outlast competition, setbacks, and self-doubt. While others drift, procrastinate, or quit, you are steadily advancing, step by step, day by day, toward the life you want. The combination of consistency and discipline also shapes character. It builds integrity, self-respect, and a sense of purpose. When you know that you can depend on yourself, that you can follow through no matter what, you gain a confidence that cannot be taken away. Wealth and success are not simply the accumulation of money or status. They are the result of becoming the person capable of handling those things. Consistent action and disciplined effort forge that person. They turn intention into reality and potential into results, quietly, steadily, and powerfully, until success is no longer a question but a fact. If you truly want to be wealthy and successful, you must begin with vision and clarity. Without a clear picture of what you want, without a vivid sense of where you are going, you will drift through life, reacting to circumstances instead of shaping them. Most people wander aimlessly, letting the opinions of others, the pressures of daily life, or fleeting desires dictate their direction. But those who achieve wealth and success have a different approach. They know exactly what they want. They see it in their mind's eye. And they use that vision as a compass to guide every decision, every action, and every habit. Vision is not just a goal written on paper. It is a mental image so real and so compelling that it commands your energy, focus, and determination. Clarity is the lens that brings that image into sharp focus, filtering out distractions, and ensuring that every step you take moves you closer to the life you are creating. Clarity is the foundation of effective action. When you are clear about your destination, you can make choices that align with your vision instead of being pulled in multiple directions. Clarity, waste energy on things that do not matter. You follow paths that lead nowhere, and you constantly second-guess yourself. Wealth and success are rarely the result of random effort. They are the result of focused, deliberate effort directed toward a well-defined purpose. When you know exactly what you want, you can identify the opportunities that matter, say no to distractions that don't, and concentrate your efforts where they will. L have the greatest impact. Clarity allows you to simplify, to prioritize, and to commit fully to the actions that will produce results. Vision also fuels motivation. It is one thing to want success in a general sense, but it is another to see yourself living the life you desire in vivid detail. The mind responds to what it can picture. When your vision is strong, it pulls you forward with an almost magnetic force. You begin to act with energy and confidence because you know what you are working toward. Challenges become easier to face. Obstacles become lessons, and setbacks become temporary detours rather than reasons to quit. A clear vision gives you a reason to endure, to persevere, and to stay committed even when the path is difficult. It creates a mental standard, a benchmark that guides your actions and decisions so that they consistently align with the life you are building. Clarity also sharpens decision-making. When life presents choices, big or small, a clear vision acts as a filter. Every decision is measured against the life you want to create. Will this action move me closer to my vision or farther away from it? Will this choice align with my goals or distract me from them? Those who lack clarity make decisions based on impulse, convenience, or the opinions of others. Those with clarity make decisions based on purpose, principle, and the end result they are committed to achieving. This makes their actions decisive, confident, and effective. It allows them to focus their time and energy on what truly matters, avoiding wasted effort and regret. Vision and clarity also enable persistence. Success is never a straight line. There will be failures, delays, and moments of doubt. But when you have a clear vision, you know why you started and what you are working for. That clarity becomes your anchor in turbulent times. It allows you to continue moving forward, to adjust your strategies without losing sight of your ultimate goal, and to maintain the courage and determination required to push through obstacles. Without a clear vision, setbacks can derail you, distractions can pull you away, and fear can convince you to quit. But with clarity, every challenge becomes a signal to refine your approach, not abandon your pursuit. A strong vision also shapes the person you must become to achieve it. Wealth and success are not just about external accomplishments. They are about growth, character, and alignment with your goals. The clarity you develop about your destination illuminates the skills, habits, and mindset you need to cultivate. It shows you where to invest your time,